Alexander James. I'm a journalist from the UK. I write for online sites like Channel 4, Times Online, and also various airline magazines and Time Out, which is a listings magazine in London, which tells everyone all the best places to go to.
When you first heard for the Get Excited project?
I first heard about it in the last month or so, actually, off the back of the Exit Festival, which I was at 2008, and just seemed like a really good way of experiencing not just the Exit Festival, but the whole environment around it and the whole Balkan area, and just putting it into context of why something like Exit Festival is so important in this part of the world, not just as a place to go and have fun, but also the other aspects of it, which are part of recent history, which is on the minds of a lot of people across Europe.
And we had the first phase was the Bar Club.
Yeah.
The first phase was Get Excited.
That's right. Yeah.
What's your experience there?
I mean, it's a special place. I mean, I was in Ibiza maybe a month ago, and there, you know, it's sort of, I would say, gone past its kind of peak of being a place where, I mean, it's still a great place to go, but people are always looking for new alternatives, destinations where they can go and see the sun, experience the culture. And I think there's something very special about going to a place when it's at the beginning of that phase. I mean, that's what made Ibiza special in the 60s. I mean, that's going back like 50 years. It was the beginning of that phase. That's why it's popular. And now we look at Ibiza. But it's something very special about coming to Ghana Pub, which is a development stage. You can see it. You can have more of an authentic experience with the people you meet there. And then you go to a club like Papaya, and they still have the same name DJs you might get on Ibiza, but I mean, it's probably more affordable, and you can probably have like a more, I wouldn't say an innocent experience, it's not innocent, but like a more authentic experience of the soul of someone like the Balkans.
You're now on second phase of Get Excited Festival in Bihaću.
Yeah.
Do you like the place, the nature?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, the camera can't see it, but at the moment I can see this amazing part of the river with mist, fog coming up. It looks quite mystical, and yet at the same time the sun coming down. It's a very special place, and like I said, people are always looking for new destinations. I mean, you know, people in London are pretty well travelled. They can get on a plane almost everywhere, but lots of people haven't come to Bosnia, but they'll probably be very fascinated to find out that there can be a lot of outward-bound adventure activities here. And again, experience a whole new culture, a whole new kind of people, and that's what people are curious about. And to have that in contrast with something like the Exit Festival of Papaya is a good sort of, as the Americans say, quite good downtime, and also helps you reflect on everything that's you've been and what's coming up. And I think especially good for people that are at stages of their life, like students, for example, who probably finish university maybe, and they want to kind of think about what they're going to do next, what they've done. I mean, this is a great place to think about it, but also have a good time as well. I meet some really, like I say, some very authentic people.
Do you think that will be interesting to buy tourist package for the Bosnia?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I was a student,
are they afraid, or because we have the war here?
I think generally speaking, things like Exit have opened up people's minds. I mean, in the last like 5 years, Exit Festival has become a big name in the UK. So that has kind of prepared people for this area of the world, the younger people, and generally speaking, like all places, students in the UK are very open-minded. I mean, especially in London, where there's so many different cultures. And there might be a little bit of a fear factor, but that's part of the excitement of going somewhere. I mean, as you take something like Brazil, like 10 years ago, people were saying, I'm not going to go to Brazil because something might happen. Actually, if you went to Brazil, you'd find an amazing, beautiful set of people. And the same when you come here. It might be a bit of a fear factor, but if you didn't do anything that you were afraid of doing, then you wouldn't experience anything worthwhile, would you? So, while that might be the case, the target audience of people that might come here are probably less likely to do that, and also in years to come they'll remember it and they'll probably want to come back and re-experience some of the things that they discovered here. So yeah, it's, in the next few years it could well change. Yeah. Why not?
Do you see some difference between Croatians people and Bosnians? It's a small period.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been here 3 days, but I can tell like in Bosnia people like to have like a lot of jokes with people. You know, it's quite funny. You know, quite similar to like maybe a Northern English sense of humour. You know, and Croatians. Again, right, it seems to be quite hospitable, like Bosnia, and maybe a little more, there's a bit more pride there, maybe, I don't know, I mean this is my first impressions. A little more traditions there. In Bosnia, people like, seem to be very kind of, down to earth, and as I in Croatia, but maybe here it's kind of, maybe because of the nature, people are more down to earth. Generally that happens across the world where there's more nature around, people are kind of, that's sort of, but Croatia again, like, you can get there, you can see amazing culture and experience all the same trappings of life as you get in any other European place. So, those two things together, I think, are a great contrast. So yeah, a little bit, just notice a little bit. But,
yeah.
And then Serbia I've been to as well. I think also slightly different culture as well. Something like Belgrade, it maybe is like any big city across the world, maybe more anonymous, but at the same time, compared to other cities, you can still go out and talk to people. I think the great thing about coming here at all of these places, people are quite curious about you as well. It's not necessarily the case when you go to more tried and tested destinations like Spain, Italy, which are all beautiful places, but they're so used to having tourists there that there's less of a curiosity factor. So if you come as a visitor, you're more likely to feel maybe special here, for good and bad reasons, but also people can be interested in you, probably have more of an emotional connection with the experience here, because it's still a time when it's developing at the beginning. So lots of places around the world like that are quite special to see.
I hope so. You will be witness like for this project and come like 4 years.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
And tell like the first year.
Yeah. I've got a lot of friends in the UK that I'm sure would have loved to have been on this trip. People like Exit Festival, really like Croatia, and they've kind of experienced it a little bit, but have to have a trip done by people that come from this area, that know the sort of ins and outs of it, and can show you, come here, go through here. Maybe something you wouldn't be able to think of because you wouldn't know the land, the way the land lies. They would love to be here, and also what's special is because it is unnamed. There's a lot of surprises for people. People don't have any preconception about something like Bosnia, so there's room for a surprise. Come here. I hear there's been a lot of kind of celebrities from the UK that have been to this island. So it's secluded, it's away from everywhere. Maybe that's where they like it, but it also means it's got a quality value that they'll be able to find somewhere else. So yeah, I think I'll be coming back in the next 5 years definitely.
Thank you.
That's all right. No.